Hi everyone, how are you doing? Today's lesson is English, so please bring both of your books, the Reader's Notebook and the Journey Book. In our Reader's Notebook, we're gonna cover the reading part. So, first of all, let's go to page 313. Guys, your duty is reading these pages and then come and answer the questions which are in your journey book on pages 137, 131 and 140. So let's begin with the first question. It says, read page 315 and also page 316. What are some details on this page that will convince people to move to the Hawaiian Islands? Well, for this you have to search for these two pages. In these two pages you can look for the answer around here, but it needs your detail. So for the detail of this page, you're gonna read all of it and you will write your comprehension, but maybe you can focus on this part. They were Hoko, who loved the stars, Nail, who loved the sea, and Apua, who loved clouds, and Makani, who loved the wind, and Manu, who loved birds. So the reason that you can tell people to come over there is because Hawaii Island is beautiful and it has everything. Next question. You have to read pages 318 and 319. Here, Manu finds the hurt seal. How can the story of the seal help convince people to move to the islands? Well, there are two pages again, and you have to look for the answer around these two pages. Well, Manu finds the hurt seal. How can the story of the seal help convince people to move to the island? Again, you have to write your comprehension, but maybe you can say that it has everything, such as animals like seed, the fishes, and also the birds in the sky. And however, in this part, the brothers left Manu. They had no time for an animal that was going to die. They had to prepare for the long sea voyage home. The next question. It says on pages 320, 321, on these pages the brothers were gathering food. What kind of food did they gather? Do you think these details can help people convince other people that Hawaii is a good place to live? Well, in these two pages you're gonna see that the man who was Nail, I think, is in the ship and he's falling in the sea, which is not really related to our question. But here in this part it says that Manu gathered berries for Hoko, he caught fish for Nail, and he fetched water for Upo, and he twisted rope for Makani. But every evening after his work was done, he slept off of meet his friend, and they played in the waves. That's it. Let's just consider this as our answer. Berries, fish, water, and these are the foods that they gathered. Alright, page 131 of Journey Book, our teen book. boys and girls, listen. We have some prefixes that they are coming and linking to the words and making new meaning of that word. Such as what? Look, UN, which is making negative on, we see it as UN and we read it as on. Also pre, and also re, and by. These prefixes will coming by the beginning of each word to make another meaning. Like field, we say filled and refilled. Re means again. Also here, view, preview means primary, means firstly. Safe and unsafe. Safe means there's a place which it has security, and also unsafe means opposite, where a place that is not safe and there is no immune. Well, now we have to put them in the correct field. Did you see the old? What word can be appropriate for this blank? Refilled, preheat, heat, and preheat. Redo, we have re and do. Do means doing something, and redo means again do it. So redo. Preview, unopened, opposite of open. Pre-test, pretest, test like quiz, and pretest. Safe and unsafe. Bi-weekly. Bi-weekly means every week, like that. Unbroken means healthy. A glass, when you fill it down, it's breaking, and so if you keep it safe, it's unbroken. So for the first one, did you see the old pretest zoom past? Next, it is unsafe to skateboard without a helmet. Number 3, the preview showed parts of a new movie. The preview showed parts of the new movie. So it's not the whole movie, it's preview. Number 4, I have to study the words I missed on the spelling bicycle. And number 5, the bi-weekly magazine comes out every 2 weeks. Number 6, mom refilled. You have a glass of juice in your hand, and your mom, when you drink it and finish, your mom again fills it for you. So the action is refill. Or you drink water and you ask your mommy, "Mommy, could you please refill my cup? Refill my glass?" That's it. Mom refilled my glass after I finished the first glass of juice. Number 7, I was happy to find a vase. Unbroken after I saw it fall. I was happy to find a vase unbroken after I saw it fall. Thomas had to redo the poster after he misspelled a word on it. Well, misspell, like for example, I'm asking that, what is your name? You say that my name is Johnson, and I'm writing it's la 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 la, mistake. In this case, I will ask for a spelling because I did misspelling. So again, you say J-O-H-S La la la. That's it. So if I'm writing it mistakenly, یادم میره الان من کجا رو دیدم بعد از اول بشم گوش بدم کجا. Thomas had to redo the poster after he misspelled the word on it. Look, misspelled. Well, what is the meaning of spell and misspell? Spell means I'm asking your name. What is your name? You say, for example, Jack. Alright, I will write J-A-K. But you say no, spell is J-A-C-K. So if I'm writing it, another thing, I did misspelling. Well, Thomas had to redo the poster because he misspelled the word on it. Next one is, I left the gifts unopened. Unopened, open and unopened. So unopened means closed. I left the gifts closed, unopened, while I waited for my sisters to come home. Number 10. The recipe says to preheat the oven to 325 degrees before putting the chicken in. So heating and preheating. Sometimes your mother, when she wants to bake a cake for you, firstly she does preheating to the oven. Well, you might do this with shoelaces. Guys, shoelaces. Lace means those ropes that you have on your sneakers, and it needs tie and untie. Well, number 1 is untie. You might do this with shoelaces. Untie it and tie it. Number 2, you would do this to a present wrapped in paper. When in your birthday people give you gift, you will unwrap the present to see what is your present, what is your gift. So unwrapped. And don't forget that W is consonant, and you will say that unwrapped. Number 3, you might feel this way if you didn't know the answer to a question. When you are not know exactly the meaning of a word or a question, you're unsure. Well, not sure, you use unsure. Number 4, to be sure your answers on a test were correct, you might do this. Well, you do recheck. What does it mean? Recheck. I checked my answers, I think they are correct. And I'm telling you that, guys, please do recheck to get sure. And number 5, if you thought someone had cheated in a game, you might think the game was this: unfair. If somebody cheats on a game, he or she made unfair. You could do this to make someone leftover food warm again. Reheat. I said re means again. Reheat. And number 7, if you didn't like a poem you had written, you might do this to it. Rewrite. And you would do this to a shirt you found folded in a drawer. Folded. When you fold, it means that you put the sleeves and also the bottom of your shirt together, and it means fold. And so you would do this to a shirt you found folded in a drawer. Unfold, open it, and wear it. And in the review part, choose a review word, write a clue for it. In our review word we have reread, unsafe. I think we can write this: If you didn't understand a lesson, you should reread. Reread. Again, read it. You should reread it. And in the challenge part, choose a challenge word, unbuckle, which means having rest, and unnoun, which is by un, it means it makes it as opposite of known. Known means a person who you know, a specific thing, and unknown, which is strange, something you don't know, unknown. And maybe we can write a sentence for it like, we can unbuckle our days because of unknown virus. Well, thank you so much for listening, guys. Take care and have some